This is easily one of the cargoes ships hate carrying the most. What looks like a yellow waterfall pouring into the cargo hold is actually sulfur. The most dangerous thing about sulfur is not how heavy it is how easily it turns into dust. Once those tiny particles build up in the air to a certain level, even a little friction from equipment, static electricity, or one small spark can trigger an explosion in an instant. What makes it worse is that sulfur is already a combustible material. If it catches fire inside the hold, the fire is usually very hard to control, and it can keep releasing sharp, toxic gases. Once someone breathes that in, it is not just uncomfortable. In serious cases, they may not even have time to get out. Sulfur is also extremely sensitive to moisture. Once water gets into the cargo, it can start clumping up, and over time it may even corrode the cargo hold itself. And the trouble does not end after the cargo is unloaded. The ship still has to pay for hold cleaning, repairs, and residue removal. A lot of that sulfur dust works its way into cracks, corners, and tight spaces, and it is very hard to clean out completely. If the cleanup is not done right, the next cargo can end up contaminated. And when the crew finally does a full cleanup, the labor, time, and repair costs can hurt even more than the freight money earned from hauling the sulfur in the first place. So on the surface, it may look like nothing more than ordinary yellow powder, but once it goes on board, the problems it brings usually start the moment loading begins and do not really end until long after unloading is over. That is why a lot of sailors start feeling uneasy the moment they see this yellow cargo pouring into the hold.